My question to you, even though we have start saying, is community ready to contribute? Because we cannot take any loan, to do this size of the project. So my question is, if you are ready, please raise your hand to contribute substantially, even if we do in 2 phase, 3 phase, eventually, is all of us 100 family. Are we all willing to contribute money so we can build the temple?
To further continue what you're saying, as I see it over there, we have two opportunities or two things to do. First is whether we want to take this place or to buy a land and make a new temple of ours, for which whatever the funds requirement. As I see it, I think this much makes much more better sense for us, because as everybody is saying, unless the community stands up and collects that much money of $6 or to $8 million, I think we are just going to be talking just for the sake of talk. Without this could be a reality much more sooner and better for our present needs. Maybe down the road, the community expands and we can collect bigger money, which then you can think about that. But in reality, and I'm not trying to put you down for having bigger aspiration or bigger dreams, but looking into the fact, I think that $5 to $8 million to me looking is a tough task. So I think this is the better.
You're absolutely right. And eventually, if we have fun, if we look into that, we're going to keep it separate so that space and this space can be sold. And we have money to look into buying and building it. But it's a long-term project. Any other question?
Can you repeat that, please?
She's asking if in past 5 years has our membership grown? The membership has grown, but not substantially. It has fluctuated. At one point, we had 100 members, then it went down to 80, 70. Now we are back to 100. Now we see a lot of new faces and a lot of younger people. So we are hoping that the membership continue to grow.
So the plan that you showed over here, so the plan that you're showing over here, we don't change this area.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, and so at least like the area seems to be relatively small, or again, this whole area is kind of unusable to see the mandir portion of this. So I'm just wondering, is there gonna be any adjustment or whatever so that this space becomes more usable?
We thought of that, and we have to sit down and look at the visibility, but we can move this wall and everything all the way back at where the kitchen begins. So yes, we thought about that, and if it is visible, then it's correct that people sitting in that corner can also see the Gabara and Murti. Yes, we definitely have thought about it.
Okay.
Can you also send this, with your plans, everybody's got before I let you go. So your presentation is sent,
Hello, not talking, please, like we cannot hear questions.
the highlights to everybody that's not here, like through the email that you guys do. So everybody's aware of it, non-members and members. So this way you get more feedback.
Absolutely, yes, good suggestion.
Okay.
So, and we are talking about the renting the thing, that question came up. So why don't we just rent it for the Sunday only? Because we are just using that space only for the Pathshala and food. We are just using this space still for the events like lectures and all. That doesn't make any sense then. For us. We just rent that place for Saturdays and pay it.
Oh, yeah, no, we have to look into all that, we can
So
rent.
we use this temple only on Sundays, not otherwise.
Let me answer your question. The owner of the next door, he wants to say, owner of the next door has leased the property to a dance class. So, listen, so
That means who is the owner? The dance clubs. They don't want to do anything, renting or any of that sort. They own, even to see the property, the owner has to make an appointment which is convenient to the dance clubs. Even if he wants to sell it, he said, we are not available, you come on such and such day with your visitors or your clients and we will show it to you. So the owner doesn't have any access, no input, and the dance class owns that thing for 30 days. And they don't want to rent. In 2009, when we had Pratishtha, the owner allowed us to use their restrooms. Because as you know, we had limited restrooms. And in the Pratishtha, we had about 250, 300 people. We rented the next door restrooms and we had a cleaning lady for the 3 days sitting there to clean up and everything. But it was in the owner's hand. But now dance class doesn't want to negotiate nothing. So we cannot rent it for some days or anything. Only option you have, if you want to rent it, is go to the hotel. We have 2 hotels and go on the rent their convention room or whatever the rooms they have, conference rooms, you can do that. Otherwise, we are out of luck. Thank you.
Dance class lease expired.
Is 1 2 months.
Friday.
She's talking about.
She's talking about renting it for a Sunday. Only for Sunday. And if the owner is not interested in
Okay, so I have a question. Why don't we do a long-term lease and then sublet to the next? On our terms, so that way it's also cost beneficial, it's 9,000 or 10,000 per month.
it. Once you leave the property, in 2 3 years, the owner says, okay, you did all the changes to it, you read it, forget it, I don't want to renew it, but we are.
Also, the owner wants to sell it, so, you know.
They have all statements here only there. Multi-purpose room, patshalas, and everything. They don't have anything of that sort. If you go and see it now, you will have an idea. They have a hall starting from here, all the way to the end. That's that, they have, and this is for the dance class, they have mirrors on this side for the dance studio. So, what are we going to do? We're going to make changes. They don't want to do it. So, requirement changes. Once you lease it, then we will do the changes to our requirement. It doesn't meet the requirement of the dance studio. Thank you.
Does anybody else have a question? Or comment?
See, today we have an opportunity. We might not have that opportunity tomorrow. It's need and want. Does this need satisfy our need and do we want it? You know, that is the answer you have to give. And would that opportunity come back again? Maybe not. So you answer your own point that do we need it and do we want it? And is it so convenient? So it answers itself, that opportunity might not come tomorrow.
And this is based on 2 big things. One, as a community, you need to vote. And number 2, we have to see that we're going to have enough pledges, which I'm very hopeful that will happen. Then only we can do. All these pledges are just the pledges. If the community doesn't want, end of the story. If we cannot raise enough money, then we cannot do it.
So we are facing the shortage of space for Parsha and all that, that seems to be the major issue. I see that most of the high schoolers are not coming. The younger kids also, you said 18 to 20 is the average, 5 years down the road, they will be in high school. Do we see any young pregnant women here that more children are going to be produced or more families are going to be moving in? That we will need the space then also.
You don't know, the people can move anytime, but most importantly, there's a lot of complaint about use of the problem with the bathroom. We have a problem at the time of food, every Sunday now that we have a lunch, you'll see that we get anywhere from 80 to 100 people. So every Sunday or 3 or 4 weeks, we have to put a tent outside and sit in the. Everyone, no internet talking, please. We have to sit inside the library, we have to sit inside the office room, we have to sit in the hallway. It's not comfortable, not convenient.
But in the summer months, we don't do that.
Just a second, also to add, as I've shown before, it's not only the Pathshala issue.
Yeah.
We don't have changing rooms, we don't have shower facilities. People want to do puja, they want to, change clothes, they want to have shower. We have all those shortcomings, this is an opportunity to do that. Now, the youth, we have a youth committee that has been already formed. We will be introducing them in the next few weeks, once we finalize the projects, and Sanjay can talk to it more. But we want to have the youth involvement also, and we will have youth activities going on here.
I want to add something, so. I want to add my perspective, so I lived in South Florida for like 22 years. First time I came to the temple was in 2010. 2010. So from my perspective, when I come to temple, once a week, twice a week, or even less, or what do I want from the temple? Do I want to come to the temple and feel peace, feel energy, feel like, I can sit here for a while and connect with Bhagwan, with our sadhus, with the teachings. And I don't see that in our temple, and I'm sorry to say that, I really am. But there is no place to do swadhyas. There's always so much commotion and during, especially during peak times, during Paryushan and Daslakshan, we have to take turns, okay, are you want to worship now? So there is no space where multiple groups can pray in their own way. So for me, temple should be about that tranquility, that peace, that we come here and we feel like belonging. So I think that's one point which we should consider as well. Is this space good enough, big enough for such a big community to have that kind of mindset?
Other thing, we are thinking to expand our use of Jain Center, so Friday evening, Saturday morning. Depending upon what community committee can decide to arrange something, with or without food, to do various activities on a regular basis, so we can utilize the temple.
Just suggest that can that Pathshala be done on Saturday instead of on Sunday?
Nobody's going to, the people come from all over the place. So bring them, and come there. Then we're not going to see many people coming on Sunday.
Hi, my name is Darpur. And I will say thank you for having me in your family. I just moved in last year, so I think people will be moving to Florida also. And thank you. And yes, the need is there because of the shower is not there. And thank you for seeing the opportunity and making it available for us as a whole community. And there will be more shower rooms that's the expectation. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Guru.
I have a question. How are our finances for ACSF looking? How much do we have in savings and investments? And what does our financial picture look like for now?
So I think we have about $1.1 million approximately. That's approximately because the market is changing. So that's the thing that we have in our investments and how put together. So ultimately, depending on, you know, how we pass the proposal. And then based on the places that we see it is passed, and based on the places we decide the next course of action on how much money we can use out of that, and you know, what other options are. But as of now, to answer the question, there were $1.1 million in total, which also, the income from that is also used, to basically help maintain this place.
And again, once we buy, it's going to be two phases, so if community wants to support, and if we have enough finance, we'll buy the space, we're going to rent it out for another 6 months and collect 6,000, 5,000, 50,000 worth of money while we are working on plans, permit and all that, so.
So I would suggest keeping that as a separate folio in the taxes. So that, you know, we don't. There's a advantage in keeping separate identity. There's an advantage in keeping these two separate if you buy the next door property, because the especially electric bills and property tax, but we don't have property taxes, but maintenance and everything, and in the future, if we want to go to the Shikhar Bandi route, it's easy to sell on one side and then talk about moving this. So just a suggestion to keep that as a separate entity, separate property. Maybe also keep doors between the two. I know we are talking about demolishing the adjoining wall, but at least some sort of partition.
Oh, yeah, no, there's gonna be a door to close it off.
Yeah.
Jai Hind, everyone. I moved here in 2010 as a student. Came here and you know, found a family in Grand Center. Since then, I've seen the center, you know, grow, expand, and you know, in the terms of families, a lot of people come and go in mining. It's like a flow of people in South Florida. But what I believe is that the center definitely has the potential to grow. The center definitely have more families which can be added. So I definitely want to encourage everybody that if funding wasn't the problem, let's say if today we had $1.5 million, would we consider doing this? So keeping that in mind, let's progress. Because in terms of whatever contributions you know, is needed, I think we will run through the work as a team, get that funding to that level. But let's say if it was already there for today, do we want this for now? And if the answer is yes, it's just contingent on the funding, believe that we should go ahead. It is a plan which we build onto the future. There will be more families coming, and even if not, the center, whether the dance class gets rented or not, all of those finances things, I think that's on us to figure out. Like, how do we want to work with it? Obviously, we don't want something rented out, leased out while the temple is running. We want to work on increasing the fund or getting more donations rather than figuring out a way to earn from the fund. Yes, the maintenance will go up, but you know, people who have moved in here, like youngsters are coming up, and I'm pretty sure we'll encourage them to come back and contribute. I will personally also contribute. I will announce it afterwards, and I'll make it my mission to, you know, get it to that level. And we will have a lot of chain connections all around in US, through chain, through Young Jains of America, through Young Jain professionals, and we'll work towards reaching that goal. So if finance is the only concern, let's move on.
Thank you so much.
This is the second opportunity that we are going through. Originally from Boston, we had even very small temple, and then after 15-20 years, we decided to move and we went through the same issues. I won't call it side, our issues. Do we do Shikhar Bandi? Do we do the existing one? What do we do? We ended up with a 10,000 square feet, another Jewish temple, and renovated to the point. So membership went from 100 to 400. So I think it's a good thing or common thing we have here. We are calling Jain Center, not Jain Temple. Okay, so it's a meeting place. So meeting, but I just remember 2015, that's why introducing, hey, next door guy is your neighbor, not Dr. Mani. But that's the way, I don't have anyone, this is the place to do social thing. The good thing we have here, we are not touching the existing, all the religious portion is staying as is. Either we just having that wall opening going next door. Ideally, I want to see at 2 o'clock, the right across, if we separate and take the bigger one, then you don't have any problem going and our activity or going our membership to the larger scale. The thing which we are missing, it doesn't take 2 more minutes. We're not doing anything during the weekdays. We need to expand different activities. And it's easy to say we're not doing it. We all need to participate. I mean, like for example, Mahendrabhai lectures, 3 times, 4 times we were doing here. With the Zoom and with the COVID, he started doing online. So nobody's coming here in the theater and they're doing online. But I think those kind of things or senior meeting that's why and other people started. We need to revive that and make the use. And lastly, that space down the road, if you want to rent it, you can rent with the religious restrictions because it's a problem. And I can share whatever experience we had. Okay. But I think we should consider because with the amount of people we have, some people are coming and say newcomers who are not regular. They see the crowd and they see I'm sitting outside and other thing. And on the one hand, we have 1 million or plus in the bank account. So why can't we just have a better facility where we have the option and use it? Thank you.
Thank you, Pradeep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we are not buying just the property. We are investing out in the future of our community. Not we are buying this. This is not a Jain center. Like for me, I don't see as a building. I feel like this is my home. This is my extended family. Let me tell you one small story. I came to Miami in the 1980s. I didn't know a single person in Florida. I came with the one-way ticket to Buffalo from here. I didn't know anybody. From airport, I went to Miami Beach. I don't know where to go. From Miami Beach, next day I went to downtown by bus number 37. And I was walking in the downtown and I end up with the Janak Gauna store because of the Indian garment. He was so kind enough. He helped me out. Why don't you start flea market? He gave me crinkle skirt and butterfly blouses. I started my business. And then I met Mahendrabhai. And Mahendrabhai introduced me to Surana family, Jain family. So that become my support. That become my community. So I went India, get married. My kids, 2 kids raised here. They attended the Pathshala. Rashmi and they were the teacher. They attended YJ convention. And my elder son married to the Jain girl from the YJ convention. So this is Jain value. Our community support, that all comes from the Jain Center of South Florida. So we are not buying building, we are just investing in our future. So this is we have to look at like that.
You have a great viewpoint, well appreciated. Thank you.
For me, the Jain Center helped me in my life all the way.
Okay, anyone has any more questions?
Jay, I have a quick question, like, have you ever thought about changing the Pathshala time?
Getting what?
Like up in the afternoon or something?
Depends on depends for teachers and mother. It's not for parents. Parents is open for everyone, anytime. Right, it's open. Because when you guys decide which way you want.
That's only one small part of the problem.
Yes.
Thank you. No. Thank you. Thank you. I'm involved in Jain centers in the beginning. And we are the founders.
We have gone through all these things, Pathshala on Saturday, Pathshala on Sunday afternoon. Tell me, trust me, nobody came in, nobody participated. We went for a senior class, we went for a Bhavna program. People showed up for 2 months. After that, nobody came in. There are so many witnesses. So it's very difficult. Sunday is the only day where they like to come. Sunday is the only day they can meet their children and get the bottom line. Well, you can have lots of ideas, and I like to say one thing. What we discussed into that joint meeting on the 18th of April, and Parag wrote an excellent idea. He said we have 3 points. And the first point was, if there is somebody who is ready to give million, 2 million, 3 million, and the community is ready, we're going to buy independent, we will make an independent temple. We don't have. He said, so this time we can have this land property. It's a good investment, as I said, but in the future, our children want to stand alone, and they have money, 4 million, 7 million, 20 million, they can build it, and we can share all this. So it was decided, we have discussed it everywhere, that we should not buy it, but we should buy it. It was important thing, and it was well discussed in that meeting, and Parag is sitting there. And everybody, like Mayurbai, Lux, we were all there. All the 3 committees. So try to put faith in those 3 committees, they are all your representatives. We have discussed so many corners that we should not buy it, we should go for standalone. But we don't have the money.
That is true. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think time has come now that we want to put this question to community. You are the one who need to make a decision whether are you in support of expanding Jain Center. We're still looking into logistic about next door across. We heard that to do standalone at this time, it's not financially possible. So we're going to give out ballot to everyone. So whatever your decision is, it is welcome by Jain Center. But I give each and every member to vote yes or no in support or against Jain Center expansion.
And expansion means expansion means what? Just the next door property or what?
No, but the property across expansion. Next door or across.
What's the value across?
Oh, they are asking 8.2 million. They have rejected cash offer for 1.9 million. So because it's finished, they spent a lot of money, so I don't think we can get value under 2 million. So it will be 2 million plus under 2.2.
Jai everyone. So it was a good discussion here. So for all of you guys.
Quiet, please, quiet, thank you.
Coming down here, this is a special meeting, we call it out, based on, EC and Bureau recommendation. So we need, as a special committee, special meeting, we need 20 or more members to have a quorum. I think we have more than 20 people. So we're just gonna start giving out the ballot. Also, a lot of people came later on to me that, they have the proxy, but I cannot take the proxy until you send me by email. I got 4 proxies, also I'm gonna read out those 4 people also. Those are the only proxy I will allow. Because that's the only one which I received it. But I'm gonna name out everybody who I saw is here. So if your name is there, please raise your hand, hand out the ballot. If you want to have pencils, we put a pencil on it. So yes or no only.
Okay.
So whether you want expansion, just please say yes. If you're not in favor, just please say no. Abhishek Tanvi Jain. Alliance Sonal Mehta. Amita Ashwin Lonaval. Amita Jayashree Shah. Ankita and Manshri Shah. Ashok and Deepika Dalal. Ashok and Deepika Dalal. I'll call out if you guys haven't called out your name and if you're here, just let me know. Thanks.
You're not here.
Deepika Dalal is not here. Varadan Latawati. Vintage and Rupal Shah. Proxy, you have proxy. Bipin and Rita Sheikh. Darpan Jain. Dhawal and Kama. Dinesh and Ansarali. Deepak and Shilpaka. Gyan and Kanchan Jain. Arshad and Malini Shah. Hemant and Tarun Thakkar. Hitesh and Amit. Laksh and Tikila Shah. Manoj and Urvashi Sanghvi. Mayur and Smita Maya. Mitesh Palak Shah. Mohit and Shweta Tony. Mukund and Sheila Shah. Leela and Hiral Mehta. Neeraj, Priya Shilani. Parag Abhilasha Shah. Piyush and Jyoti Botra. Purav and Lakshmi Kapadia. Pradeep and Nisha Gosalia. Pradeep and Rashmi Chawla. Sorry, Chawla. Chawla. Prajnesh and Sarna Nandi. Pradeep and Nisha Gotale. Pradeep and Rashmi Chawla. Okay, Prajnesh. Raj and Chu. Yeah. Dear Mehta. Yeah, Sarayu Mehta, sorry. Rajiv Sejusha. Sandeep Jain. Sumit and Ritu Jain. Swapna and Bhumika. Karun and Bharti Shah.
Hello, everyone. Present question need to clarification. We are working for expansion of Jain Center. We are looking into next door property and also to the property across. Hope you all have faith in all three committees. You'll make a best decision based on finances, usability, what is the best we can get, and accordingly we'll decide and let the community know. Thank you.
Tarun and Bharti Shah. विजय नपाना शाळे प्रतीक लेखा विशेषण अतिथि अमित Passenger and Yogesh and Parisha Kala. ME Pratesh Bekade. Is everybody got the knowledge? Is someone who did not?
Hello. So I hope everyone who got the ballot has got answers and have given a ballot back to the election officers.
Let's give us so we got the result here, so there are 35 yes and 10 no. So I think it's past that we can go for the fact. Now everybody has to be ready to pledge, right?
So I would request everyone to please settle down.
Hello, I request pin drop silence against please. So congratulations to our community, all of us. Big round of applause. We have a 35 volunteers and 10 now, so it is now officially passed. At this point, I want to request our fundraising committee to come up on the floor. Again, had to do this at last minute in last 10 days. So let me call their name, Mahendra Baisa. Binder Shah is out of town. Dr. Dalsupriya is out of town. Then we have Amit Lunavar, myself, Pradeep Bhai Gosalia, please come up. Lakshya, Pragnesh Gandhi, Mohit Soni, and Amit Lunavar. These are your fundraising committee. So they were gracious enough to take this position, and without wasting time, they started working very hard immediately. And you have already seen the results that right now we have a total pledge of $692,000. That was done in minutes. Okay, I'm going to request Mahendra Bhai to say a few words.
Hey, Yendra, it's a proud moment for me. I'm coming back again after 20 years of doing fundraising. To have this beautiful temple. This beautiful temple was created and lot of volunteers, they work very hard making very hard to have this temple. And people it's also easy if we open up our heart. It's a achieved so much punya doing darshan. And those 45 people don't forget, this is a good punyanupati punya to achieve vote taking. The next vote we are buying is a we have to, what you say, anasat bhav or murcha. Little bit of from your heart, it will help to finish this. Hand over to Pragnesh Bhai. The donation drive started, the meeting of 19, as I said. A firing speech, he said, we are all Jain. $1,000 and he committed for his friends. And another that firing speech that we are Jains and we have to give it. So Madia, $80,000. We have British and family 50. Gyan Kanji and Kanchan Bank 40,000. Preet and Deepika Shah 25,000. Mayur and Smita Maya 25,000. Nayan and Harsha Shah 25,000. Pankaj and Sangeeta Patel 25,000. Satish and Geeta Shah 25,000. Vijay and Daksha Vakaya 25,000. Harshad and Malini Shah 21,000. Naren and Piyasi Delia 21,000. Siddharth and Dipti Shah 21,000. Bindesh and Rupal Shah 20,000. Manoj and Urvashi Sanghi 15,000. Deepak and Shilpa Shah 11,000. Laksh and Kirtidar Shah 11,000. Tarun and Bharti Shah 11,000. Kirit and Harshida Shah 10,000. Parimal bin Kothari 10,000. And Saurabh and Itisha Jain 10,000. Total comes to 692,000. So, and these are the pure donation and time limit is 3 years. You can pay in 3 years. So please open up your heart. The 3 to 5.
So on the donation options, of course, while we need all the funds as much as possible now to get started, but again, we have that option of fulfilling the pledge within over a period of 3 years. That is the time limit that we would want to have, but of course, yes, if somebody wants to extend it to 5 years, we can take that into consideration as well. But then we also have an option of stock donation, wherein donations can be made via stock transfers to the JCSF investment account. The value of the stock at the time of the deposit and its immediate sale. So as soon as we sell the stock, whatever amount is realized, we'll compare that to the pledge. If it is any difference, less or more, we'll get into touch with that respective donor to to decide on the next step or how we can bridge the gap on that one. Yeah, so we have these options, so.
And with this stock option, if you don't know, if you have a short or long-term capital gain, you can take as a tax deduction. So now we are almost at 700,000. As you know, your committee has planned to use, even though we do not want to, but we will use up to 500,000 to purchase the property if it is next door. So all right now we're looking for is more places of 300,000. I have or more. Right now I have received place from Maltiben and Kant Mehta for $25,000.
I have one. Okay, we starting?
Yes, yeah.
Sandeep, Dr. Sandeep and Charu Jain, $10,000.
Arpit,
So, I think I want to say something before I announce my donation, and I think that I owe it a lot to the Jain Center. And I think it's not just my personal growth, but spiritual growth as well. You know, having such scholars who came through has been the cornerstone of my spiritual journey. So, as Laksh Uncle said, this is an investment into the future, and I would like to commit $51,000 for it.
Anumodana, 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 Anumodana. Thank you, Arvind. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Arvind. Yes.
I would donate 25,000 to this group.
Sixteen thousand seventy and Prakash Mehta.
Sixteen thousand.
For my sons, Joel and Gaurav Mehta, 5,200. Joel and Gaurav Mehta.
Darpan and Shreya Jain, 11,000.
I also got a pledge from Bhavik Daftari. Yeah, $5,000 from Simple and Bharat. Thank you.
Open your heart. Our generation, this is not for just for our generation, for generation to come, we have to think long.
We have Piyush and Jyoti Botra, 15,000.
It's 11,000.
We're getting closer to at least today's goal of 1 million. Yeah. Thank you.
Lata and Bharat, 25. Amit and Ashwini Lunawat, 10,000.
Pragnesh and Sapna Gali, 25,000.
Anyone else? Okay, Sweta and Mohit Soni, 11,000.
So this is
This is going to be ongoing, because we need 1.5, or maybe if you take the next door, it may be 2 million. And then we also need the money for renovation, if it's the next one. Other one, we'll find out this afternoon what condition it is in. It's supposed to be renovated, but still we need to make changes for our need. So we need to, any amount is needed. We want to make sure this one feels like our center, not only top 5 platinum or silver or diamond donor. It's our right, giving whatever you want to give. And you can give now, or as we say, you made it to spread out over 3 to 5 years as well.
Yeah, and this is added to what you have already contributed, so your total will be, going up for what you have contributed so far.
And then you will get the upgrade.
5,000 from.
Any small amount, anything you want to do is all well appreciated. Anyone else? How much we have?
Oh, we are very close to 1 million, only 20,000 less, but I mean, like, we should change our goal to 1.2 million now.
Yes, Gaurav. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, the big donor is coming.
11,000 for 5.
Yeah.
In return, into 10, 11,000.
What will you reach?
Our goal is 2 million.
But goal push is changing.
No, I know we're going to reach that today. Anyone else? Any small amount, anything? Wonderful. But this is like Madhya said, is going to be ongoing. So I think our positive vibration is working. I want you to all to sit tight on your chair, hold your breath. Going to make the biggest announcement in the history of Jain Center. We have a family who has donated $750,000. Please also your family is amazing. We approached recently, in a short time, came back, understood our shortcoming, our immediate need for money, because all this $1 million we have committed, we only going to get 300,000 or 400,000 or more, but not all. So very generously, very quickly, he has committed $650,000, and that family is. Anyone has a guess? Absolutely. Rajiv and Latika Jain. Please round of applause. Think why I said we have reached 2 million, not only 750. He has promised to give us additional 250,000 towards the renovation when we get started. So he has committed $1 million. This is wonderful news. Without any hesitation, in a very short time, he has done this. So thank you, Rajiv and Latika Jain family. We greatly appreciate this has taken away a lot of our challenges and shortcomings we have.
I like to thank all the donors to extend our Jain Center in a much better way for our future children. The future generation, they will come and they need Pathshala. They are all looking for Pathshala. And it's a good ongoing momentum, and we are all proud of it, that every Jain has participated. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Why Jay, and then today in their house, they're following all the religious, vegetarian, vegan, and
Okay, one more last round of upload for all of us and for our Jain Center. Okay, I see some people just came, so anyone want to do any contribution of any amount? Is welcome, anyone?
This is still open.
Oh, yeah, this is ongoing.
This is the Jain community pride. When the time comes of charity or donation, it's a pride of Jainism.
Because Prakash bhai, anyone whether we take next one or the other.
That's why I was thinking something.
And remember, like I said, out of 1 million that our community has done, we barely gonna get 400, 750 from Jain family, Sanjeev and Ratika. So we're going to have only less than 1.2. We prefer not to use any money, existing money from Jain Center, so our CFO Vijay Vakharia can keep generating more income, which will be helpful for our maintenance, because our maintenance is going to go up. So we still request everyone to rethink. You can always upgrade your pledge, talk to other community friends and family, encourage them what we have achieved. And I think hopefully we can get 1.5 million when we are ready to buy, so we don't have to use any of the Jain Center money. Thank you.
We have to applaud you people also coming.
Thank you, but this is our job, this is for our Jain Center, and without everyone's commitment, this cannot be achieved, but really appreciate everyone coming together and opening up your heart and wallet and do it in such a short time. So thank you. You have any announcement before the Mangal from next week?
I think we, there are 100+ members, you said. Obviously, not everyone is here or attend. We, as a spokesperson who attended, should pass the message to the people who are not there, encourage them what's happening. Let them, indirectly, you guys become the fundraiser for people who are not there, your friends, and tell them, and whatever they want to donate, that's fine, but at least let them know what's happening, so they get excited.
we are all the ambassador of Jain Center, we have to talk in our circle. Something.
And one request, just tell them from your heart, if you feel like donating, donate. Because none of our committee member has twisted anyone's arm, we just put it as it is, let them make decision and you see it has worked. So let's do it that way, spread the word to the rest of the community. Thank you.
20 years ago, it took me 1.5 years to bring 1.5 million. It took me 1.5 years. And this finished just in 2 weeks' time.
3 weeks time, right?
Yeah.
I'm very proud of this community. The momentum is excellent. Thank you.
And Sanjeev Jain said, I will commit, but first go to your community. Yeah, Sanjeev Jain said, go to your community, collect money from the grassroots, let everyone feel that they are part of it before we make the announcement for his name. And I see it has worked.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So just a few announcements. Next week